Hey guys, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy.
That's always satisfying flying out of a level. They still did that in Galaxy 2, but there was something about the face ship that just took all the mysticism away, you know?
Yeah, and Blubber as well in place of Rosalina.
Well, most of the time, the first thing you see here is the Black Luma, but, yeah.
Well, the Black Luma
kind
being
of-
there is kind of superfluous. He's just there to root you on, I guess.
He's Rosalina's butler, really.
He's there to tell you when a boss level opens, and that's about it.
As if the giant Bowser head wasn't obvious enough.
Which is funny, because if you go back, it's not a giant Bowser head at all. Like, say you're on a battleship level, it'll be a bunch of battleships, but I very rarely go back and check stuff out. I get all the stars at once,
Yeah.
so I don't tend to see that kind of thing. Anyway, welcome to Battle Rock Galaxy. Opinions, brain scratch guests?
Great music.
Let's do it in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay. Lewis?
This is the one with that really bad purple coin mission, isn't it?
Yes, but you may also be thinking of the Dreadnought Galaxy.
Well, they both have really bad purple coin missions.
It's not as bad as Dreadnought, though. Battle Rock, though. This is it. I mean, soundtrack-wise, it's like, oh my god. It's like, I have to download this.
This isn't a Mario game?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, name that video game from Nintendo, play this out of context, and I would say, maybe Star Fox, perhaps? Legend of Zelda, if they really gave a damn.
Yeah, I did the same thing to a mate of mine with a Bowie Base Galaxy. I said, name that Nintendo franchise, and I think he said Star Fox. Like, nope, it's Mario, and I was very smug for at least 5 minutes.
It's one of these shorter galaxies, is it not? This mission right here only lasts about a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it doesn't really get... I mean, the biggest one we'll see later, but even so, I would definitely classify this as one of the shorter galaxies. But it's short and sweet, in my opinion. You got kick-ass music, fairly standard platforming challenges via, auto-scrolling in a sense. This is the kind of stuff I expect from a Mario game.
I like it. I just prefer galaxies to come, like the aforementioned Bowie Base Galaxy, but I'm being Bowie biased right now. So, Ryan, what do you think of this place, mate?
It has great music and it is a little bit short, so it doesn't quite wear out as welcome like some other galaxies, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I don't find the missions to be too particularly interesting here.
Okay. Well, I think I feel the same as you, honestly.
How long before you figured out you can use star bits to blow up cannonballs?
Almost instantly, honestly. It's a projectile. When those things hit you, they explode, so put 2 and 2 together and get 5.
Better question, how long did it take before you could realize you can bounce off cannonballs?
What?
Yeah, you can bounce off cannonballs in some stages.
Wow. Actually, now that you bring that up, there's a really surprisingly advanced part of Super Mario 3D World in the bonus worlds where you have to do that to get up, and I was like, this wasn't an expectation of being in the rest of the game.
Yeah, it was a little more obvious when they were truffles.
And there we go, the first star of Battle Rock Galaxy.
Man, you did that so quick, I would have spent like 5 minutes here collecting everything.
Lewis, I have had like 7 years of experience on this game, mate.
I'm sorry, I just have other things to do.
On any given playthrough, when I get to the end of the first Battle Rock mission, I spend like 5 minutes getting the bullet bills to break open all the cages.
You'll spend 5 minutes grinding a question mark blocks if it had infinite coins. That's not a denial.
I don't think I've done this one in my current playthrough yet.
How far in on that? Have you done any more missions since we last met up?
I haven't had a chance to sit down with it since the last time, because, I've just been busy.
Fair enough.
Beginning of a new semester and all. School ruins everything.
That's the lesson of the day, children.
Well, I'm depressed now. Welcome back to Mario Galaxy. Enjoy your finals, I guess.
Look at these sad legless bob-ombs that can't even walk while they wind up.
No, they're mass-produced.
We'll be being proper space bob-ombs later. I don't know if they're related to the ones in the Mushroom Kingdom, but they've got legs, and they can walk at you.
They have wind-up keys, they explode bad actors. Yeah, they're bob-ombs.
Wait, Dennis Hopper's not a bad actor.
Well, he was one for that movie, and that's all that matters.
He was one of the best things about that movie.
He worked with what he had, let's be honest.
Only because he wasn't taking it at all seriously.
Yeah, I mean, just see his hairstyle. Anyway, is this supposed to be something?
What, this thing right here?
This little galaxy. This planetoid.
I think it's a chain chomp breeding ground, I think.
The colors just... wow.
The shapes of the shape and color of the planetoids.
Yeah. It's like I want to nibble on it. It's like a piece of candy.
It certainly pops against the brown of of the Battle Rock, and that's the color I think of when I think of Battle Rock Galaxy. Not the dense black and deep rich blues of Space Junk. No, the muddy brown of Battle Rock.
I want to know what's the deal with that. Oh, yeah. The Willy Wonka planetoid. No, I want a backstory for that amalgamation of planet that's right above. It's to the left. Is that a planet? That brown circle to the left?
I'm not seeing anything right now. All I see is a very pissed off android.
With heaps of trash. This is the... No, this is not the worst. Is this the worst of it? Or is... No, this is...
No, there's one worse one later.
Yeah. But there is a trick, and it is pretty obvious with the yellow panels on the floor.
Just chuck the bob-ombs onto those, and you're pretty much good to go. But
yeah,
these bob-ombs take a while to explode, so you got to time it perfectly.
8 seconds. It takes 8 seconds for a bomb to explode.
Jesus.
I've timed it because, damn it, I was here for a long time.
Hey, you see, here's my thing, though. The first time I played this game, I instinctively, shot a thing at every little gold thing on the ground that I could find and picked up the coin, right? Because I'm a klepto like that. I didn't even think of using those things as guidelines until, I'd already been here for half an hour.
Jeez, Nintendo, get it together. There's, zero conveyance in this game.
Yeah, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be on the nose.
Well, the real problem is that throwing bob-ombs is a pain in the ass if you're trying to be accurate about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I guess +1 to Galaxy 2, which gets rid of it entirely in favor of the Fireball box-destroying minigames, which I find infinitely more tolerable.
I had a panic flashback when I first showed up in that area before I realized it was just a fire flower thing.
I would have loved to be there for that reaction.
Damn, John, you're quite sociopathic there, mate.
I always have my camera on standby. You never know when something whimsical or fantastic is going to go on around you.
Yeah, Lewis is going into one again. Better film it. And then we can commentate over it later.
I'll make a YouTube video out of it, and it'll still get less hits than Gangnam Style.
I'll play Gangnam Style over it. Boom, problem solved.
There you go. 1 billion hits guaranteed.
I was originally going to get the secret star later. This is the proper mission too, so let's continue.
The thing about Galaxy, I'm not sure if we got this into an earlier part, but one of the tricks about Galaxy in particular when it comes to platforms is that any platform that has a rounded edge is something that you could walk underneath.
Mm-hmm.
If it has a rigid edge, like something you would get out of a traditional 3D platformer, you'll fall off just walking off of it. But just keep that in mind when you're on the hunt for secrets.
You know what I love doing? Like doing a long jump over the side of a planet and just orbiting around it. That is awesome. It's pointless, but it's also awesome.
Well, I honestly still just get kicks whenever I launch off a launch star. Bonus points if you give me star bits to collect my Wiimote. Give me something to do while I'm traveling from one planetoid to another.
While the game's loading, yeah.
Well, yeah, but it keeps me distracted, so I don't notice it.
That's the good kind. That's the good kind of loading. I think.
Yeah, I love dynamic loading. You know, it's better than any. It's better. It's always better than just a now loading screen, which, you know, I can get a drink, yeah, but I'd rather be doing something.
You can make a 3-course meal during Sonic 06.
And boom.
Back in my day, all we had was a static image and a meter. We walked uphill both ways and we liked it.
Lewis, how old are you, mate?
26.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise you were older than me. That's a compliment. You sound much younger.
Yeah, well, been playing a lot of PS1 games on my PS3 lately, so static images and meters, I've been seeing a lot of those.
We got another pool star section coming up here. These are completely trivial because you can shoot the mines with star bits.
Yes, a very optimal strategy to take, especially when you get to stuff like the Slingpod Galaxy.
But Slingpod Galaxy is where you do all the star bit grinding.
Yeah, it is actually, yeah.
So do you go after all the collectibles, or do you not have time?
Well, no, because one, I'm not Lewis. Two, I've got stuff to do.
Okay.
I wouldn't have gone after all the collectibles.
Hey, I like collectathons, okay, but I'm not the kind of person to go after more rings when I've already got 100 in Sonic Boom.
Yeah, that's the completionist job.
I assume you've done Donkey Kong 64 at some point then already, Tom?
Yeah, that was one of my scars. I bear it to this day. Seriously, what the fuck was Rare thinking? They went from, like, Banjo-Kazooie, which is a very tightly programmed game, you know, everything in its place. Then they go to Donkey Kong 64, which is just the most excessive collectathon you've ever played in your life. And then they kind of rein it back a little bit for Tooie, but it's still far too big for its own good.
We need something that'll last for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, Rare, no wonder you're defunct nowadays.
Yeah.
Or near enough, I guess. There's actually a little bit of a trick to this area. If you angle it just right when you're flying through that crystalline thing that's encasing the Luma, you can break like both segments off it at once and just crash right into the launch star.
Yeah, and then wiggle the Wiimote right here because the launch star materializes right in front of your face. So it's a nice little speedy tactic.
I have no idea why, but stuff just explodes when Mario is flying in the Battle Rock Galaxy.
I think the better thing to say is, who cares?
It looks cool!
Yeah, it looks cool, damn it!
He's channeling his inner Samus Aran.
The thing we're running on now reminds me of that, like, sentient missile or something in Johnny Bravo, which threatened to kill him.
I was going to bring that up, actually, yeah.
You have 5 seconds to live, use it wisely. Alright, gets out of porno mag or some shit. Now be very careful, because you can just fly off into the distance there. It's quite funny.
Anybody guilty as charged?
Yep.
Nope.
Good, because you'd be an idiot if you did that. Only idiots do that.
Let's go.
Tom, you're driving kleptos off the wall here, man. You skipped the start.
Well, deal with it.
That would have been more funny if I saw sunglasses, but you don't.
It's time for Topmaniac's Terrific Tricky Traps. Title drop.
So, there's a lot of glitches in this mission, am I to understand?
No, because this was created by a competent development studio.
Aww.
What do you mean,
Oh,
I
damn
think
it.
you've been playing Sonic games for too long, mate. It just ceased to function when you actually play a properly developed game.
You just grow numb to it after a while. Take it from us.
It's just too good. The thing about Mario Galaxy is it's too awesome.
Has that ever been a legitimate complaint over in a review? The game is too good.
Yeah, I think there was a Gears of War thing way back in the day where some guy said that. I don't know whether he was joking or not. Frankly, I just cringe at the thought of it.
Oh, God.
We don't have an 11 rating, damn you.
But we should. And it's not enough to say anymore that games could be perfect. No, they have to be above and beyond perfect.
But the 11 rating is for Spinal Tap only.
Yeah.
This review goes to 11. I'm gonna give up my sentience so you can move on and get another star.
Use my entrails as a slingshot and fire yourself to the next planet.
Now you see, Lewis, you just took it a step too far there. That's not cute or whimsical. There, I had to murder a mole or whatever the fuck that thing was.
And think about what you've done.
Now this section can either take a little bit, or it can take no time at all, depending on whether you're very good at backflips or not.
Triple jumps as well.
Oh yeah.
If you backflip jump here on top of the question mark block, or you can just do it like that way, you can skip this entire 2D section by going up that anti-gravity section up there.
Now, I had to actually play back through the game because I was a dum-dum and did not save at the end of a recording session and had to get 20 or so stars again. So I had to come back through this bit, which I usually don't go through. I usually take the shortcut. So I was like, there was lava in this section? I had just completely forgotten about it.
Ooh, there's a game here!
Welcome to Mario Galaxy. We're a game, I think.
It's pretty harmless, though. You know, this is not the worst of it. This is more of the introductory 2D anti-gravity level design.
Although, to be honest, I thought Mario Galaxy 2 emphasized the 2D a little too much and the spherical planets a little too little.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I a minority? That wasn't really a problem with me.
It wasn't really a problem with me either.
It's more of a preference, really, and it actually kind of goes back to what Lewis was saying in an earlier part, in that, like, Galaxy 1 is more space, and Galaxy 2 is more like blue skies and open areas.
But you guys are talking strictly aesthetics, not gameplay.
Well, no, like you just said, Mario Galaxy 2 seems to have, like, more 2D sections and the like.
No, I never chalked that up to being related to the aesthetics. More like just gameplay elements and design.
Well, I wasn't either, I was just comparing two different comparisons.
The thing about the additional 2D sections in Mario Galaxy 2 that slightly put me off was that, you know, I just don't think 3D Mario's gameplay style is all that entertaining in 2D.
Yeah.
You see, 'cause it wasn't never really a problem. I get what you're coming from, because it's kind of the similar reason why... Well, Sonic Lost World stems a similar complaint, but for a different reason. But, you know, to me, Mario is a franchise that excels in both 2D and 3D.
Yeah.
I guess it's, you know, I took it as that. But if you're, I suppose if you're playing a 3D Mario game expecting it to be a 3D Mario game, suddenly switching to a two-dimensional perspective could be off-putting. Am I nailing any heads here?
Well, I guess we'll have to find out in the next part. That was Topmaniac, he's a Beyblade, and now he's dead. We'll see you next time.